Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your host, Delano, on the FanWire Podcast. Hey, I want to say hello. What's up? What's going on to all of the Washington Mystic fans that are tuning in and the ones that are ready to get another breakdown of a potential player, a prospect that could be drafted in the 2026 WNBA Draft. Hey, this one is going to be good. This one might make you change your perception and your idea on how the Mystics should move and draft in this upcoming draft of 2026. So today we're talking about one of the most intriguing international bigs to enter the 2026 WNBA draft class. We're talking about a 6'6" center from Kenya, a player who only started playing basketball in 2020. So pretty much a player that has only played for 6 years. And this player is on the verge of being drafted into the WNBA. So we're going to break down how this is happening, and we're going to break down how this player got started. And also, just to let you know, this player is already turning into a double-double machine, and that's in the SEC. Today, we're breaking down the rise of Madina Okot and her journey from Kenya to the SEC at South Carolina, all the way to her WNBA draft projections, her player comparisons, and the big question for Washington Mystic fans: could she eventually play for the Mystics? And would it be a situation if she is drafted? Will she be playing behind Shakira Austin, or will she be here to take the franchise into a different direction? And also how she fits next to Kiki Erfin. So let's break it all down. I hope you're ready. Hope you got your popcorn, because we're about to get into it. All right, so now Madina Okot story is one of the most unique and developing stories in this draft class. She was born in Kenya, and she originally played volleyball in high school before transitioning to basketball around 2020. So let that sink in again. Okot has only played basketball for 6 years. Only 6. Now, Madina Okot is a very interesting prospect. And the skill set that she has established and worked on and developed to this point, there are many, many players that are not able to do what she does. And she's only been doing it for 6 years. And players across the country have been doing it all their lives for the most part. Let that sink in for a second. Okot started just a few years ago. Her early basketball development came from Zetech University in Nairobi, where she played 2 seasons and competed in the FIBA Africa Women's Basketball League. So she's been doing this, again, only 6 years. She's competing in FIBA basketball. She represented Kenya in the 3-on-3 national team. Again, she's only been playing for 6 years. Okay, so during her time overseas, she produced, and she was able to score on an average 11 points a game, 9 rebounds per game. And when she played in Kenya, Port Authority, those numbers jumped. So we're talking 14 points and 11 rebounds a game. Her rapid rise even earned her the accolade, because you know we like our accolades, most promising female athlete at Kenya's National Sports Awards. She started early. And from there, the NCAA started calling. So imagine this, only playing basketball for 6 years, playing for your country, and then immediately starting getting contacts from colleges to get your services. So Madina Okot chose Mississippi State. And remember this, in the 6 years, we have to include 2 years of college. Remember this, on the American level. So again, Mississippi State was Okot's first NCAA stop. And she didn't just ease into the rotation. She started all 34 games immediately. Yeah. So technically, she played 4 years of basketball, then went to Mississippi State and started all 34 games in the SEC. Yeah. Now, this is something very interesting because her numbers at Mississippi State was 11 points, 9 rebounds, a block a game while shooting 64% from the field. That sounds really, really good. Like really good. And she did that in 22 minutes a game. So that made her one of the most efficient interior scorers in the entire SEC. The entire SEC. So what stood out the most? I know you're asking. It was her ability to dominate the glass on both ends of the floor. So she's able to get offense and defensive rebounds, her rim protection, and being able to play physical basketball in the paint when it comes to her defense. So she became one of Mississippi State's most productive players, and she did it quickly. It wasn't one of those you develop from day one and then this is what you turn into at the end of your season. No, she did this from the very beginning. So now let's talk about what's going on here right now. Let's talk about this season. Madina Okot transferred to South Carolina. You know, if Dawn Staley wants you on her team, you are the cream of the crop. So again, after that breakout season, she transferred to the powerhouse program of the South Carolina Gamecocks, and her production continued to improve. So she's now averaging 13.4 points a game, almost 11 rebounds, almost 2 blocks a game, while shooting 58% from the field. She became the defensive anchor of the Gamecocks in one of the deepest front courts in college basketball. And again, this is only her second season in college basketball. This is only her 6th season playing basketball, period. She's had multiple double-doubles this year. She had a game where she had over 15 rebounds. She's a constant rim protector. So she patrols and controls the paint. And with that type of production, there's a clear trend. Every season, she just gets better and better and better. So imagine what she'll be able to do when she develops her game even more. Just think about it for a minute. I'm just saying, Madina Okot might be an answer. I'm just saying. Now, again, let's look at the progression. Let's review it. Mississippi State, pardon me. We're talking 11 points a game, 10 rebounds, 1 block a game. Transfers to South Carolina, where you have a deep team from top to bottom, and in your front court, you got great players. She became a starter instantly and is producing 13.4 points a game, over 10 rebounds, almost 2 blocks. Yeah. So everything she's doing, things that the Mystics need, a low post player that can score, rebound, and defend. Yeah. And it's all just trending upward. It's just rising to the top. Now, all those things we just talked about, Madina Okot is exactly what scouts at the WNBA level is looking for in a developmental big. Now, again, let's talk about Madina Okot's player archetype. She projects as a traditional WNBA center with modern mobility, so she can run the floor. She's agile for her size at 6'6". She's strong. She's elite when it comes to her size. She's a dominant rebounder. She's an efficient low post scorer. She's a shot blocker and a rim protector. So if she don't block it, she's definitely going to deter a lot of shots. She has a high motor and she's physical. And one key attribute that I want to talk about is something that was a question about Madina Okot's game before she transferred to South Carolina. Perimeter shooting was a drastic concern because, you know, at the WNBA level, being a stretch 5 or stretch big, shooting is essential, especially 3-point perimeter shooting. So at Mississippi State, Madina Okot did not take a 3-pointer the entire season. So her field goal, her 3-point percentage was 0. So remember we talk about how Madina Okot's game is clearly ascending. It's clearly just getting better and better with time. And again, she's only played basketball for 6 years. Okay, 6 years. Write it down. Remember this. Especially when I tell you this. When I saw this, it jumped off the page to me. Because if you watch any type of highlights here recently with the South Carolina Gamecocks women basketball team, you've seen footage of Madina Okot shooting from the outside. And she's making them. Now, remember this. Last season, her first season in college, she didn't shoot any threes whatsoever, right? 0%. Now, let's talk about her percentage now at South Carolina. She is shooting 45% from 3. 45. Now, there are other areas that needs improvement, like her free throw shooting and things of that nature. But with time, you can work on it. But to go from 0% to a 45% 3-point shooter, yeah. And then to know this, her coach is Dawn Staley. You will not shoot anything that she did not approve. So it's not like she's running and gunning and doing her own thing. This is a part of the offense. She has shown and proved that she can do it, and she's doing it. Now, over time, her footwork can be advanced. She's still working on it. She's working on passing out of the double teams, but you can see it improving and making decisions under pressure. But remember, she's only been playing basketball since 2020. It's 2026, and she's doing all of this. Rim protector, run the floor, physical, shooting threes at a high percentage. I think she can be the steal of the draft. I really strongly believe it. Now, because her upside is just it's through the roof when you look at how long she's been playing. She's still raw. She's still raw at her game, and she's still doing all of this. Madina Okot will be the steal of the draft. Remember that. Okay, so let's talk about where she's projected to be drafted. So right now, on most mock drafts and other draft evaluators, some are saying that Madina Okot could be a late first round to mid second round pick. That's typically number 10 through 20. And let me give you some reasons why her draft stock can continue to rise. We're looking at, again, an elite rebounder. She has true WNBA center size, and she can run the floor. She controls the paint. Her development upside is crazy. So why could she slide? Her offensive skill set is raw. But I think that even with her game as raw as it is, if she can continue on this track, where would she be when she's played 10 years of basketball? Think about it. Just think about it. So most teams right now can use a player with her attributes when it comes to her size and things of that nature. So let's talk about where she possibly could fit, especially when it comes to our Washington Mystics, because the Washington Mystics have 3 first-round draft picks. We're talking about the number 4, we're talking about the number 9, and the number 11 pick. So there's a possibility that she will be available for us. And let's talk about her comparisons. We're talking about different kind of skill sets and comparisons. Let's talk about Tierra McCown when it comes to her paint presence and rebounding, just due to her size, right? But I would say that Okot is even more mobile, like lights out mobile compared to Tierra. So if you can add the same motor and a player that can run the floor with Tierra McCown's size. Yeah, think about it. Now, when we talk about Madina Okot, when it comes to her defense, for her size, she's considered mobile because she can switch on screens and hold her own. Yeah. So think about this, Azura Stevens, not as mobile. We're not going to go that far, but we're definitely going to say she has some elements of that mobility. Okay, so now let's also talk about another player that she matches up with. We're talking about Shakira Austin. Yeah, think about this. When you look at Madina Okot, think about a 6'6" version of Shakira, so pretty much like an inch taller. We're also talking about the same motor, mobile, double potential machines. But Okot has shown that she can has the potential of being a stretch five with time. Think about it. Now, this is where let's talk about this comparison a little bit more. Because we said that Austin is the more polished offensive player when it comes to their face-up game. And she has elite mobility for a center. Now, Okot has the edge when it comes to rebounding and three-point shooting. We don't know what her mid-range game will look like and how it will translate. That's something that can be developed. Now, Austin is the definition of a modern WNBA versatile type of center. And they say that Okot is more of a traditional paint anchor, but I think that she's technically both. And we know that both players, it'll be tough for both players to fit on the front court at the same time. If Shakira's retained, because she is currently a restricted free agent, and if we draft Madina Okot. So that's overlapping. That can be a bit of a conflict. Now, let me ask you this. If we kept Austin and we drafted Okot as the backup to Shakira, I think that's a super win for the Washington Mystics because you have time. You don't have to throw Madina Okot into the fire right away. She can develop, and we can see what she turns into. I think that will be a great idea. Now, let me ask you this. If we do go in that direction and we retain Shakira and we draft Madina, how would her lack of minutes or lack of opportunities impact her development? That's something we have to strongly consider. Now, let me ask you this. How would she fit next to Kiki Arifin? Because that's probably the most key to this. Let's talk about this. Now, when you have Madina Okot and Kiki Arifin in the paint, it gets a little interesting because their skill sets are not exactly the same. They actually complement each other pretty well. Madina Okot brings, again, true center size, interior rebounding, paint scoring, rim protection. And Kiki, on the other hand, gives you the activity, the mobility, the toughness, and the ability to impact the game as an interior forward who can move around a little bit more. So, again, those two mesh together. It sounds good. I think it's a good look. Now, the question is, again, will we be able to pull all of these pieces together? Because Shakira is a free agent, but Kiki is locked in. She's on a rookie deal. This is going to be her second season coming up. So, yeah, let's see. So, we do have someone on here that has an opinion. We're talking about Brandon Lowe 7396 says Madina Okot to the Minnesota Lynx. So you say that are you saying that Madina should be a early lottery pick for Minnesota? Let me know. Let me know if that's what you mean. but hopefully she drops and can be in the range for the Washington Mystics. Let's make that clear. But yeah, let's talk about that scenario. All right, so the developmental curve that she has is crazy. It's crazy. Make your eyes pop open because it's just rapidly rising. And just based on her background and how long she's been playing, her best basketball is still ahead of her. Think about it. Just think about it. Could we take a big swing on Madina Okot? I think we could. I think she could become the next big-time international center in the WNBA. And with time, of course, with time. So you also got to look at it like this. Just like what Brandon Lowe, 7396, has mentioned. Maybe there are other teams that might value her services a little bit more. Definitely things to think about. Now, let's do this. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you think that the Mystics should draft Madina Okot with the 9 or the 11th pick. Do you think that she might slip to the second round? Because there is a lot of talent in this draft. Do you think that is a gamble that we should make? Because also, let me say this. Let's say if we do draft Madina Okot for the backup center role. That's a role that Stephanie Dawson has. She's a stretch 5, but she doesn't play in the paint. Madina Okot can answer both of those in one player. A player that can get down low and do the dirty work, or can be a player that stretches out to the 5 and can hit a 3. Think about it. Think about it. Now, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. We will be giving more in-depth analysis on these WNBA prospects that are set to be drafted in the 2026 draft. We're dropping somebody different every day for the most part. So we appreciate all y'all for tapping in, and make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bells, because that's going to be the best way to get this Washington Mystic content out to the masses. There's a lot of fans out there, but it can be hard to find us content creators, but at times. But we are definitely here for you, especially me, because I might even be the only one doing it. So yeah. So we have a question from Summer Breeze 6250. What about the merch giveaway? Hey, this is what y'all can do. I'm going to put my email in the comments. Well, actually, no. This is what I want you to do. We're going to switch it up. This is what I want you to do. If you want a free FanWire t-shirt, this is what I want you to do. I want you to say, put t-shirt in the comments. And we're going to pick one person that we can send a free t-shirt to. So yeah, get ready. We're going to do some giveaways. We got some hot stuff. Because I definitely know y'all looking at my color schemes of my Washington Mystic gear. Y'all got stuff that y'all never going to find. Trust and believe. Believe it. So get ready. More stuff to come. We appreciate all y'all for tapping in. We're going to have more giveaways. Make sure, and then too, if you're not a subscriber, you cannot win. Make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Believe that. All right, so okay, we got somebody putting in already. Hey, y'all better hurry up, because put it like this. We're going to pick a winner by the next time we drop a prospect. We're going to pick a winner by then. We're going to announce it on the FanWire Podcast. Get ready. More is to come. So again, we appreciate all y'all for tapping in. This is your trusted voice for Washington Mystic content, your host, Delano. And yeah, we'll be right back at y'all real soon. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. We out of here. Gone.